Hi, this is Akash Srivastav and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I am starting a new series. It will be of class 10 based on ICSE syllabus. Okay, so I am going to teach according to the latest ICSE syllabus. So in the first chapter, these topics are important in the upcoming board exams of class 10 ICSE. So to know about these properties, you must know basic things about the periodic table. So in ICSE syllabus, you have to learn the atomic number up to 20, means you have to learn the elements up to calcium. First three periods, first four periods. So periodic table looks like this. You all have in your books in the last page, also in some chapters. So if you can see, there are 7 rows and 18 columns in the periodic table. You can see in your book if it is not clear. And the 7 rows are called periods and the 18 columns are called groups. First row elements have a common name, which is alkali metals, and the second group elements are called alkaline earth metals. Group from Group 3 to Group 12, it is called transition elements. Transition elements they are called since there is a transition from metal to non-metal, and there is a transition from various properties. Some decreases, some increases. Group 17 also have a common name. They are called halogens. Group 18 elements are called noble gases. Group 18 elements are also called inert gases. Why inert gases? Because they have stable electronic configuration. What do I mean by stable electronic configuration? That is, their outermost cell is fulfilled. So you have to remember, suppose this is a general periodic table I am drawing. There is hydrogen, helium, helium. This is group 18, this is group 17, and this are so on. Group 1, 2. So you have to remember till calcium at least, okay? Now, to know this property, you have to know about two things, that is number of cells and nuclear charge. How they varies from left to right of the periodic table, up to down of the periodic table. So the number of cells in each period is the same. In period 1 there are 1 cell, and in period 2 there are 2 cells. Likewise in period 3 there are 3 cells, and in period 4 4 cells. Down the group the number of cells are increasing by 1. So down the group number of cells increasing. You will get more benefit from this video if you open the book and you can tick mark with pencil in your book these topics whichever I am explaining. Okay, so uh, then nuclear charge. Across the period, nuclear charge what increases? because when you in the last video you would have seen that when I had drawn atomic structure, uh, the number of protons and nucleons, as the atomic number increases, it increases because atomic number is equal to the number of protons. Okay, nucleons is the difference between atomic mass number and atomic number. So nuclear charge increases across the period and also increases down the group. You can note this down. Nuclear charge increases with atomic number, so atomic number increases 1 by 9. Hydrogen is 1, helium is 2, lithium is 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So across the period, nuclear charge increases also down the group. Number of cells remains the same in a period, but down the group, number of cells increases by 1. Now, combining these two concepts, as we will explain these properties. So first let's begin with atomic size. Atomic size is the distance between the center, means of the nucleus, and the outermost cell of an atom. Okay, so you can tick this in your book where the definition is there. Now why, and now you have to know how it varies across the period and down the group. Atomic size decreases across the period, means from lithium to beryllium, there are 2 cells in period 2. So in beryllium it is like this, then it is goes smaller and smaller. The noble gases, the atomic size of the noble gases is slightly bigger than group 17 element. Okay, why? Because they have stable electronic configuration, and this question can come in exam. Okay, now why atomic size decreases across a period? It is because the number of cells remains same and nuclear charge increases. So nuclear charge increases, the attraction between the outermost cell electrons with the nucleus increases, so it makes the size small. Across the period, nuclear charge increases, so it attracts, the center attracts the outermost cell and the size decreases. Okay, so this is atomic size. Now whenever you have to, there are electrons here. Okay, now whenever an electron is removed, okay, or whenever you require to remove an electron, some minimum amount of energy is required. Okay, so that energy is called ionization potential. So you can mark this definition in your book. The minimum amount of energy required to remove an electron from the outermost cell of an isolated gaseous atom. This is the definition which you get in your book. Electron affinity is the opposite. When an electron enters, some energy is released. Okay, in ionization potential, energy is required, and in electron affinity, energy is released when an atom accepts an electron. Okay, so these two concepts are very opposite to each other. You can, if you know the definition of one, you can know the definition. Now, how does ionization potential and electron affinity varies across the period and down the group? Let's see. Ionization potential increases across the period. The reason is the atomic size decreases since nuclear charge increases. Nuclear charge increases, so it becomes difficult to remove an electron, so more energy is required. That is why ionization energy or ionization potential increases across a period. Down the group also atomic size increases, but ionization energy decreases down the group. The reason is down the group nuclear charge increases and also the number of cells increases. Okay, so these two make the overall ionization enthalpy go decrease downward. Similarly, electron affinity is the same. Across a period, electron affinity increases, and down the group, electron affinity decreases. You have to remember one thing about electron affinity, that for group 18 elements, electron affinity value is 0. There is no electron affinity for group 18 elements. Why? Because they have stable electronic configuration. Electron affinity means energy released when an electron accepts an electron, when an atom accepts an electron. So group 18 elements have stable electronic configuration, means they have fulfilled cells, so they don't need to accept any more electron. That is why the electron affinity of group 18 elements are 0, and this question can come in your exams. And the means these properties increases this way. Okay, electron affinity is highest not for fluorine but for chlorine. Electron affinity highest, you can note this down. It should be fluorine, but this is like an exception. Now, what is electron negativity? Electron negativity, let's take an example. For example, we have HCl. Okay, there are two electrons between the hydrogen and chlorine atom, but it is seen that it remains slightly, not exactly in the middle, but slightly towards chlorine. Okay, making it slightly negative charge and this slightly positive charge. Okay, so electron negativity is the property of an atom to attract electron towards itself. So electron negativity also increases across a period and decreases down the group. Reason the same. What is the reason? Atomic size decreases. You can tell this reason. Okay, number of cells and nuclear charge reason. Metallic and non-metallic character. In the periodic table, at the left there are metals, and slowly you go, there are transition metals, and then the metals get a bit weak, so it are called weak metals. And in the border there is a metalloids which has both metal and non-metal character, and then non-metal. Okay, so non-metallic character increases across a period. Non-metallic character. And metallic character increases like this. Metallic character increases like this. And in this way, atomic size was also increasing. Down the group, metallic character increases. Down the group, metallic character increases. Increase. Okay. So now what type of question comes in exam? Some elements will be given, they will be jumbled, and you have to write the order in which ionization potential increases or atomic size increases. Okay, you will get more benefit if you solve previous year questions which are given generally at the back pages of ICSE books of chemistry. If you don't have board questions, then you can go to Google and then search, and then you will, when you will solve various questions, you will know what type of question comes. And if you have any doubt, you can send in my email ID. Thank you so much for watching.